welcome back to the Whiskey Outpost. This is New Year, New Pour number 9. Hopefully, you're enjoying the other 8 videos that we've done and found something that you want to drink. And if you celebrated Dry January and this is now February, well, welcome to, hopefully you made it through Dry January, I guess. I mean, good willpower on you. I certainly couldn't do it. But yeah, anyway, I hope you're enjoying the series. And if this is your first time here, then definitely take a look at days 1 through 8, where every day I'm trying a new pour, at least that's new to me. And so, these are all things that I've collected, wanted to try, but you're seeing me smell and taste them for the first time. If this is your first time, or if not, I'm not quite sure what's up with the outpost lighting, but I think I can look spooky, which is kind of cool. So hopefully you stick with me on that. But anyway, today we are going to go into Scotland. We started off, I had actually done bourbon for a while, and then we did Irish whiskey, and I thought we'd do a series of Irish and Scotch for a while. And then I found that Buffalo Trace, White Dog, had to break in and do that for day 8. But we're back in Europe, and we're doing the Balvenie Caribbean Cask. And I actually, up until I was getting ready to shoot this, I always thought that it was Balvenie. And now I feel silly because there's clearly an extra I right there in Balvenie. But yeah, this is something I've had sitting on my shelf for a little while. It's a Caribbean cask, extra matured in rum casks, aged 14 years, which in bourbon, you'd really be getting into the argument is 14 years too long. In a fine single malt scotch, I think 14 years is a great number of years. And I'm really looking forward to this drink. I want to give a big shout out to David Stewart, not the David Stewart whose signature is on here, but my friend David Stewart, who knows that David Stewart, who actually got me to buy some Balvenie, so I would try it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, if you've not seen the container, it looks like that. I almost called it a can, and that seems to be an insult to such a fine container such as this. Interesting things about this. I wanted to look at this rather than try to remember. This is 43% alcohol by volume, so it's 86 proof. We said it's 14 years. And yeah, I'm looking for something that is a little bit more subtle than I think some of the bourbons that we've been having. At 86 proof, I'm not expecting to have my face melted off. I'm interested to see what the rum is going to do to the overall flavor. I'm not the world's hugest rum fan. I've had some that I like and some that I don't. So yeah, we're gonna see how this does. So I'm gonna start off. I've currently got my whiskey in a whiskey glass because call me a traditionalist, but that's what I wanted to do in this case. Um, I'm gonna drink it neat, and then I've got some ice here. We'll try it on the rocks. So the first thing we're gonna do is look at what's the nose on this. Yeah, and obviously right off the bat, I'm not getting any of the things that I would get from from bourbon, right? There's no corn, there's no real intense proof smell. I'm getting notes of sweetness that I expect because of that rum cask. But yeah, this has more. I mean, it doesn't have a real strong peat smell, so I think that's a lot of barley I'm getting. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't have a strong nose, and that doesn't bother me at all. I don't necessarily expect that from scotches like I do other drinks. So here we go. Hmm. So that's tastes nothing like I expected. And that's probably what you saw in my face. It drinks a lot proofier than the 86 proof. It burns a lot more strongly than I thought it was going to. Yeah, I get some of those rum notes, but they're not. It's not real strong. Um, Everything about this is very subtle, and that's it's not what I was expecting. It's not bad by any means, but the rum taste. isn't as strong as I would have expected. The Scotch flavor is not as strong as I expected. I mean, it's a very subtle drink. Um, yeah, with more sweetness than I would have also expected from a Scotch like this. So I think that goes straight back to that rum. So I mean, very pleasant drink. Don't get me wrong, but certainly not anything like I was expecting. So the next thing we want to do is I'm gonna got some ice here, so I'm just gonna put in 1 cube. A lot of times when I shot these videos, I've had a second glass set aside, so the drink has been sitting for 5 or 6 minutes, and by the time I say hi and introduce myself and all that kind of stuff, so in this case, the scotch won't be as cold, but it also won't be as watered down. And I don't know if you can see that, maybe a little bit. So that ice cube actually melted a lot faster than I thought it was going to. Like I said, I haven't been watching the ice cubes melt because I've been talking to you all. So let's give this a shot. In the nose, yeah, a lot of the sweetness has gone away. And now I'm just getting scotch. And I'm really kind of getting my nose in there because it's wide opening. So maybe some of the compounds have left. And if I really, as I start to smell, I do pick up some of those subtle hints of the rum cask, but they're certainly not as present as they were before I put it on the rocks. See, I actually like it better on the rocks. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I just took a bigger drink. I didn't get a lot of rum flavor at all, really, kind of until I've been talking and I'm kind of tasting the back of my mouth. What I really do get is just kind of that barley scotch flavor. This isn't a heavily peated whiskey, so there's none of that smoke or that kind of swamp flavor that you either love or you hate in your scotches. Um, Yeah, it's just kind of a pleasant scotch. I mean, it's a good sipping scotch, which is not exactly what I would expect from a 14-year-old Caribbean Balvenie, but again, I'm not complaining. I like this a lot. So, yeah, I'm glad I picked this up and feel like I was well guided by both of the David Stewarts. What can I say? And so, yeah, I mean, I think that we're going to stay in Europe for a while based on the schedule I put together. So we'll get to compare this Balvenie with some of the other scotches that I have. This is actually my first Balvenie, period, or the Balvenie, I should say. And so, yeah, I didn't know what to expect. I had a guess. It was wrong. But hey, that's why we drink these things, right? And that's why we shoot these videos so that we can see what we're getting ourselves into. But yeah, if you see this on the shelves, I think this was $90. So, it's a little more than you might want to spend, but I think it's worth it. So, until next time, thanks a lot for hanging out with me in the outpost. And tomorrow we'll be back with another scotch. Thank you so much. See you next time. Oh, and yeah, I forgot to say the most important part. If there's anything you want me to drink, put it in the comments. If you have thoughts on the Balvenie versus other drinks, put those in the comments too. Love to hear your thoughts about this episode. Please like, please subscribe, please click that notification button because every day I'm going to be coming to you with a new drink, and I'd hate for you to miss that. See you next time. Thanks. Bye.